Well, I suppose what's interesting about it is it's a very wide cross-section. You get people who are running their own relatively small businesses. In fact, we have individuals who've just actually set up their own businesses in the last 12 months, to people who work in senior positions in large multinational organisations. We have people who come right across the gamut from primarily the private sector, but we've got people who work in different state agencies as well, because I think both topics, strategy and innovation, are extremely important to them too. I think the world is changing so quickly right now, and I think Ireland particularly is in such a kind of turbulent place. People are really trying to make sense of what's going on, and I think they see that a strategy programme is really important for that. And innovation is something that just feeds right throughout the entire programme, trying to work out what is it that actually makes innovation work? What is the management process around innovation? So I think that's the other kind of critical factor that what people are looking for. There's such a level of kind of turbulence in the world, such a level of turbulence in Ireland, that again, as I said, people are trying to make sense of what's going on around there. And I think they realise that for their own careers, to have a sense of that is very important. And to be able to sort of help within their own organisations in the strategic process and the innovation process is really important from their careers. Interestingly, in terms of innovation particularly, we have a sort of live project teams that work together right throughout the programme. So they go through an innovation process from A to Z, and that's very lively, very interesting, very stimulating. People get to really work very closely with each other, and I think really gain some extraordinary insights into what innovation is really all about. What we're trying to do is ensure that they get really interesting, stimulating people in front of them who are really going to provoke them. It's not a kind of formal academic program, though we make sure that we cover the relevant academic content, but it's really a program where you go away, and I think the following Monday you're really changing the way you go about the way you work. They start looking at the world in a different way. I think they start making sense of their organisation in a different way. So I think by the end of the program, what we're seeing is that people are really, they've got a different set of I suppose skills and understandings of of what's going on in their organisation and in the broader environment. The fun part of it, from my perspective, is as the program evolves, is you get the chance to bring in different speakers. That a question is raised or a topic of discussion is we have it in one module, and then I can go away as program director and say, oh, I think I know exactly the person that we should get in a later module to try and address that and work that through. So that I think is very, very interesting. I mean, I really enjoy when people get to actually present their own strategy audits. That's very interesting from a personal perspective, because you get to see inside their organisation, but I also get to see the sort of the learning journey that they've undertaken. And I think they go away and they have these projects to take away with them, and they can really go back into their organisations and hopefully really make a difference.